this is it. After weeks of exceptional food...
It is the work of a craftsman.
I think it's astonishing.
Hard graft... and high drama.
The person who's going home is Jackie. Thanks, mate.
Good luck, guys.
It's the start of the MasterChef finals. Tim, Sarah and Tom are about to face the cooking adventure of a lifetime.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Only one of them will be crowned MasterChef Champion 2011.
It feels amazing to be in the final three. It's been such an amazing journey so far.
Winning would be like getting punched in the face with like a big happy fist.
I think if I hit the levels that I know I can, then I think I can win it.
It's the first of the MasterChef finals. Tim, Sarah and Tom's culinary odyssey begins here, 10,000 miles away in Australia. The largest island in the world, with a coastline that stretches for more than 20,000 miles, this is home to a dazzling array of natural ingredients and a culture of family and community built around the celebration of food. The finalists' voyage of discovery starts 1,000 miles from Sydney in northern Queensland's prehistoric rainforest.
I've always wanted to go to Australia, and I feel like this is the way to go to Australia. It's a little bit apocalypse now. It's really cool and very exotic.
Well, the first impression of this environment is pretty scary. There's all sort of bugs, and there was a snake curled up on a branch looking at me. I'm scared.
It is very different from being in London, I have to say. I'd never for in a million years dreamed when I entered the competition that I'd end up still in the Australian rainforest.
Welcome to Australia. This is my home. This is where I grew up.
This is the start of a brilliant adventure for you. You are in the oldest rainforest in the world. It's been here for over 135 million years.
Today, what we're going to do is going to give you a guide. You are going to be introduced to ingredients that you have never seen before. You have no idea what they're called or how to use them. And from that, we're going to ask you to cook us a great Australian barbecue for your guide and his family.
Over 3,000 different plant species and a wealth of wildlife make the Daintree rainforest a unique natural larder. But it's also home to 5,000 types of insect, the continent's largest crocodiles, and 4 species of poisonous snake. So Juan Walker from the indigenous Kuku-Yalanji tribe is on hand to keep them safe.
To the Kuku-Yalanji, the rainforest is everything. To us, it's a medicine chest, tool shed, supermarket, and church, all in one. Yeah, we have everything we need up here. It's just knowing where to look and what to look for. Over 70% of the fruit in the bush is toxic, so you really need to know what you're looking for. See those little berries just in there? That's a variegated thing. Don't eat that one, it'll kill you.
Okay.
Right, now just here, guys, is your native lily pilly, or ryeberry it's called. Lily pillies. Now, these are a common little shrub found in the rainforest and quite a nice little tasting fruit.
Beautiful.
They look like tiny little apples.
Yes, I was just thinking. A little tiny pink apple.
Cardamom.
Let's drop mine. This is like much more sort of obscure and Australian and interesting than I even expected, because I'm not going to be able to cook with this stuff probably ever again.
Look at that. This is your blue quandong.
Wow.
Commonly found in the rainforest, beautiful bright blue colour. It's quite different, isn't it?
I don't know what to describe that as.
I love it.
They're so different to normal flavours. They're so different to the flavours that you're used to tasting. In a way, it's going to make the cooking part of this a real kind of voyage of discovery.
This is your native ginger plant. The native language up here, we call this stuff here jiddu. We'll strip the leaves, take the fish, wrap the fish up in the leaves, bake them in hot coals. It has a very subtle lemon-scented ginger flavour.
It's quite tough.
An aromatic aluminium foil.
Exactly.
I'm totally besotted with this kind of thing because, and I never thought I was going to be, to have all your ingredients fresh and there for you. It's absolutely amazing.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the guys come up with this Savi. Very interesting.
The masterclass is over. Tim, Tom and Sarah now have 1.5 hours to invent barbecue dishes, choosing from various rainforest fruits, including the lily pillies, red and blue quandongs and muntry berries.
See what they taste like.
Peppers.
No, they're sweet.
And a range of Australian meat and fish, including crocodile, kangaroo, mud crabs, barramundi and Australian crayfish or yabbies.
What do they taste like?
Oh, bitter.
Plus a variety of local fruits, vegetables and spices, including taro and lemon myrtle.
That's bread, mate.
The Australian people are really sociable. They like a barbie, they like their friends around the back garden, they like to cook, but they also love to impress.
Massive task. I don't want to see a load of disappointed Australians, do you, John?
Tom has chosen to use the barramundi and the mud crab.
Barramundi, you cooked barramundi before?
No.
What does it remind you of?
Bit like a sea bass, it looks a bit like.
And you expect those crabs to be the same as any other crustacean, really?
I've got to work on the basis that they are, because I don't know anything. I'll try them, cook them the same way I would cook a normal crab, and we'll see how we go.
Taro root, you cooked this?
Yeah, nope.
I'm just hoping there's no surprises.
Mate,
I don't know them.
Absolutely, so am I.
For Tom right now, it's about the crab, boiling it, cooling it, picking it, and all the work that goes with making that crab salad is going to be difficult for him.
There's not a vast amount in them.
Forget the berries. Give me some pasta.
Sarah has selected the yabbies and the crocodile. But it's not just the unknown ingredients that have thrown her.
I don't cook on barbecues. I find it irritating. So that's me with the barbecue. It's a hate-hate relationship.
Have you ever cooked on a barbecue?
No.
Never on a barbecue?
No.
But this is just like a grill top, right?
Yeah. You know, it's really out of my comfort zone, big style.
Come on. It's a well-known fact that gondoliers finish their day's work on barbecue. Everybody knows this.
I don't understand why Sarah feels so nervous. All she's got to do is put a bit of oil on the barbecue and the meat will cook beautifully. Tim has got a fantastic opportunity today to put some weird and wonderful ingredients together, which he loves to, John.
Eggs look awesome.
Salt.
What are you cooking, mate?
I'm cooking kangaroo. It's rubbed with wattle seed and lemon myrtle. I'm making a lily pilly and munthaberry barbecue sauce with shoestring taro. For dessert, I'm making French toast with this vanilla ice cream vegetable thing and a sort of simple tropical Australian fruit compote.
Do you know, until the compote, I never had a clue what you were saying. Are you building these dishes based around your palate?
I'm building these dishes based on what I would cook if put in front of a barbecue in my own backyard.
He has decided that he's going to take on the dessert. Lots and lots of wonderful tropical fruit. And then he's putting French toast with it. French toast on a barbecue, not something I've ever seen before.
Food is due in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Okay.
The Kuku-Yalanji tribe are believed to have inhabited the rainforest for 10,000 years and have an unparalleled knowledge of all that it has to offer.
I've always lived here or grown up here, and most of the fruits that are on the table today, I remember eating them as kids, so it's going to be interesting tasting it differently to what I did.
Well, I think they're trying some different stuff they've never worked with before, so it'll be interesting what they've come up with.
Well, I'm expecting the kangaroo. I hunt that meat, and I'm hoping it's gonna taste as if I cook it at home.
With minutes to go, the unfamiliar ingredients are throwing up a few surprises.
Crab was virtually non-existent, so it's going to be a crab-flavoured salad as opposed to a big crab salad.
I've only got one thing left to do, and that's get these horrendously large seeds out of this delicious vanilla ice cream thing. It's some kind of gigantic fruit. It tastes an awful lot like vanilla.
Yeah. Sarah seems to have gotten herself out the doldrums. I just hope she has cooked those crocodile steaks okay. Plenty of choices.
Looks lovely. Hey, this pineapple looks all right. Don't get this at home. Thank you.
Tom has stuffed the barramundi with bushberries, bread and garlic and barbecued it in native ginger leaf. He's also used the mud crabs to make a salad with ginger and chilies served with taro crisps.
Oh, the fish is lovely.
The barrel's lovely.
I think it's just cooked to perfection.
Yeah, we haven't had barramundi like that before. Definitely, yeah, exceptional.
Crab salad, fantastic. My taste buds were doing triple pike somersaults.
Crab was really good. There just wasn't enough meat in it.
Interesting flavours in there. Little sharp bits, merlot bits, sweet crab, nicely dressed. Not a lot of crab.
Sarah has marinated and barbecued crocodile and served it with a lily-pilly, bush plum and muntry berry chutney. She has also used the yabbies to make a salad with hibiscus petals, mango, macadamia nuts and blue quandongs.
Crocodile's a bit tough. Really tough.
Yeah, it's like roadkill crocodile.
I found the big bilgamore, the crocodile. I actually found that a bit tough, but it had a fantastic flavour.
Yeah, yabby salad, great. She's got the yabbies right. No, perfect.
I really enjoyed that. Just getting little explosions of like all sorts of little like fresh berries. Yeah, I really enjoyed.
Fresh, meaty, that's good. Well done, Sarah. Yum.
Tim has cooked wattle seed and lemon myrtle spiced kangaroo, served with a lily-pilly and muntry berry barbecue sauce and shoestring taro. He has also made a hot tropical fruit dessert with barbecued French toast, and served it with the vanilla-flavoured flesh of the ice cream bean.
The kangaroo I preferred a bit more cooked, but it's really lovely, yeah.
I did like it half raw the way it was, so I didn't mind it. Spiced up the way it was, it made a difference.
I like my kangaroo rare, so I think it's great.
My favourite dish was the French toast. Never seen that done before on a barbecue, especially with the cooked tropical fruits and everything on it, so it was a real good dish.
I like that pineapple dish. I could go back for some more of that.
You eat it all together with really, really sweet cooked tropical fruit, the French bread, and the lovely vanilla. Delicious.
Very surprised what these guys have done very well. Just keep it simple and you can get some really nice flavours out of where you are.
I think they did well with not knowing really what worked with what. They did a marvellous job.
That's a great way to kick it off, and I think for the most part, I think he did a pretty good job, you know.
I pulled it out of the bag, which I think is an achievement for me, not having cooked on a barbecue before and in the middle of a forest, so I think I've done all right.
I'm not an outdoors type person. I'm a city boy, but that was fun.
It was a tricky test. They come out of it very, very well. But what comes next is absolutely huge.
It's day 2. Tim, Tom and Sarah are travelling 60 kilometres south along the Queensland coast. This is the fishing town of Port Douglas, where the rainforest meets the Great Barrier Reef. It's in this tropical oasis and 35-degree heat the finalists' culinary ambitions will be tested to their limits.
Welcome. You've had an introduction to Australian cuisine and you've seen firsthand how important family and friends are. There's a wedding going on here today. 2 lovely people, Liz and Glenn, are getting married. You are catering for their wedding.
Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Everybody remembers the food on their wedding day. It's really important. You can either make their day or you can spoil it. Off you go.
For a lot of people, and probably me included, your wedding day is the most important day of your life. And having good food is a big part of that. So, yeah, I'm just glad they didn't ask us to make the cake.
Food is important at the wedding. It's the major talk about. You talk about the bride and groom, and then you talk about the food.
The one that I think everybody remembers more than anything else is when they went to the wedding and the food stank. So I think from our perspective, we're going to need to make sure that that doesn't happen today.
The bride and groom have entrusted the 3 MasterChef amateurs to design and cook their wedding menu. The reception is taking place at the 5-star Sheraton Mirage.
Service!
Under the hotel's executive chef, Klaus Kellen.
The wedding starts at 6 o'clock, so you've got 3.5 to 4 hours to prepare yourselves, and I will be around to watch you.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
They have just 4 hours to each prepare 50 exquisite portions of their own food.
Come on.
Sarah has designed the main course and has chosen a rack of lamb with potato dauphinoise and a Jerusalem artichoke flan.
Perfectly cooked lamb for all those people, all at the same time. She is up for a big, big challenge.
First, Sarah must trim 16 racks of lamb. The bride has requested that they're all cooked medium.
The only thing I'm worried about at the moment is the amount of work you've got to do. You've got to do potato dauphinoise, which means peeling all the potatoes and getting them sliced, and that's going to take you about 3/4 of an hour just to peel the artichokes.
I'll manage it.
Will you?
Yeah, I will.
Do you know what I really like about you today?
Yeah.
You're confident and you've got a big smile on your face.
to concentrate a bit more and talk less.
Tom is making the dessert. A white chocolate and coconut panna cotta with a white chocolate granita and pineapple crisps.
That granita is ice and the panna cotta has got to be really cold. So he's got to plate up 50 and get them out in this heat. It's tropical out there. How long do you reckon a granita will last before it turns into a puddle?
Minutes.
And you've got to cut pineapple really fine?
Yeah, that's not too bad, though, because I've only got to do like 100 slices. That's fine.
Right, what's worrying me is you're going, I've only got this and I've only got that, and I've only got to do that, I've only got to do that.
Well, that's the way I calm myself down at the moment, to be honest.
All right, it's a beautiful dessert. If you can get it on a plate and it doesn't melt.
Exactly. If I can get the panna cotta set, then the rest of it I can carry on with at a normal pace. But, yeah, there's some time pressure on the go, to be honest.
While Sarah and Tom have chosen classic dishes for the wedding menu, Tim has designed a more unusual starter.
That's large.
Of chicken shank, a cheese, ham and pumpkin croque monsieur, and a Manhattan sauce made from bourbon, vermouth and orange juice.
The inspiration behind this was me smelling Pont l'Evêque cheese and thinking that smells like pumpkin, so I wanted to put them together with chicken.
Cheese on toast with pumpkin through it? Look, Tim's inventive, but the fact is the guests have no idea what sort of cook Tim is, and will they really think it's extraordinary, adventurous, or just weird? Ha!
With the bread and cheese prepped, Tim's next step is to chop, roast and puree the pumpkins ready to add to his sandwiches.
Oh, hang on. I don't need ham. I need some ham.
The only thing that's bothering me is your presentation.
I've got it all sorted. I'm gonna have a nice red pool of sauce on the bottom, little triangle of croque monsieur in the middle, chicken shank resting on it like that.
Chicken in a sandwich.
Chicken in a sandwich. Breakfast of champions.
In less than 3 hours, Elizabeth will be sitting down with her family to a wedding meal she is trusting 3 amateurs to deliver.
It's very important that the food goes to plan and that everyone's happy, because I put a lot of effort into this wedding, so yes.
Tim's sandwiches are prepped.
Whoops.
And he makes a start on the chicken legs. Each one must be skinned and trimmed.
The chicken never ends. As soon as I think I'm done with the chicken, there's more to do with the chicken.
With the clock ticking, Tim decides to take a shortcut.
These are taking way too long to trim, so I'm just gonna chop them off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nicer than that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That looks like roadkill, and that looks like something fun.
But they take ages.
Yeah, but that's life. Don't sacrifice the look of your dish.
Because I won't be able to get it done, and then there won't be a dish to look nice.
Come on, push.
Prep time is over, but Sarah has run out of mixture for her artichoke flans.
Have you got any more artichokes?
Any more?
Artichokes.
Not peeled, not cooked.
So what are you going to do then?
Well, I don't know.
Get some artichokes on now. You'll be all right.
Tom's granita must be completely frozen before it can be divided up for plating.
Still a little bit liquidised. Thought it was completely set. I just have to put it back in. Seriously cold chiller. I wouldn't be very happy on my wedding day if I had crappy pudding to eat because someone didn't do their job properly. So I suppose it's the most important task we've had in terms of the audience because it's their wedding day and they're never going to get to do it once.
I could make you happy, make your dreams come true.
Do you, Glenn,
take Elizabeth to be your wife?
I do.
Do you, Elizabeth, take Glenn to be your husband? Do you promise to be true to him in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health?
I do.
Amen. Beautiful. They are married. Let's give them a big clap. You may kiss the bride.
To make you feel my love.
Right, the good news is she said yes. The bad news is they are now running on time.
Tim is up first.
We're doing okay, although these last minutes are just gonna be crazy. Oh, damn it.
Tim's running backwards and forwards. He's got his chicken in the oven up here. He's got a sauce on a stove next to Sarah. He's got his sandwiches on his bench in his own little room. He's all over the place.
Tim, your chicken's done. That's the alarm for your chicken, yeah?
Yeah, but okay, it's cool.
Boy.
Need to check that.
With the starter about to go out, Sarah begins to cook the 16 racks of lamb, which must be served medium.
Once they're browned, how long in the oven?
Something like not more than 12, 15 minutes.
You sure?
I'm sure. 12 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the bridal party and welcome this evening.
Just so that you know, the bride and groom have arrived.
We're gonna put a sandwich on the plate with some sauce. If you could just rest this bones sticking up on the sandwich.
Okay, come on now, guys. Service has started. The waiters will be here in 1 minute to get food out.
Okay.
You're not saying anything, Tim. Are we doing it right here or what?
Yeah, it's looking great, guys.
Well done, keep on going, you're over halfway. Don't let up.
Service, please.
Oh, man. Oh, it's hard. Just has to taste good. Oh, yeah.
Tim has designed a starter of chicken shank on a cheese, ham and pumpkin croque monsieur, served with chicken crackling, Manhattan sauce and edible flowers.
I'm impressed by the presentation of Tim's dish. Somehow or another, he's made it elevated into something quite special. Very clever.
I love the idea of it. I think it looks great. It is absolutely perfect for the occasion. Perfect. Clever boy.
Different. Very different. And it went down really well.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, very tender. And I love the little sandwich as well. Yeah, really nice.
Thought it was an 11 out of 10.
Nice?
Very nice.
It's really tasty.
It's time for Sarah's main, and she has 150 pieces of medium lamb to carve.
We are ready for service.
No, we've got another tray to come.
Let's get them cracking, huh?
Outside, there is a delay.
The bride had a bit of a dress malfunction, so she's getting stitched up at the moment.
I'll go and kiss the bride later then.
My train's too long and they're trying to, We're trying to put the... Otherwise I keep tripping over my dress.
We wait maybe one more minute.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to have food now, please.
Another 2 minutes, chef, sorry.
2 minutes?
Yes.
We need to go now.
Go, go, go.
slow, miles too slow.
Yeah, okay, sauce that.
No. What you're going to have to do is put one on the veg, one on the meat, you on the sauce. All three of you are doing every job.
You're doing the timbales and the dauphinoise. You're going to do the sauce.
Keep on going, you're nearly there.
Looking good, Sarah.
That's the last portion.
Sarah, finito la musica. All done.
So, thank you. Thank you. I was so scared.
Sarah's main course is lamb served on potato dauphinoise with a Jerusalem artichoke flan, a red wine reduction and a herb sauce.
I like that. I really like that. There's a bit of mint in there, which is tangy. It's good seasoning on the lamb. I love the Jerusalem artichoke. I think that's lovely.
I think some of the lamb, maybe, a little bit under. But some of it is also quite well done. So the problem is inconsistency. That's the issue.
What do you think there, Ronnie?
The lamb is it's quite tasty. If it had been cooked a little bit more, it'd have been really terrific.
It's very rare, but lucky, yes. I know the flavours are really, really, really nice.
Tender, perfectly cooked. Excellent. The lamb's nice, the potato is delicious. They've done a good job.
So how long? About 15 minutes?
Yeah, a bit less, or 12.
The temperature outside is still close to 30 degrees.
I don't think he realises the speed he's going to have to work at to get granita to those tables in this weather from this hot kitchen, still frozen.
We can start putting these on the plates. Yeah, I'll just show you where they go.
Way!
To keep it frozen, the granita must be the last thing added to the plate.
Tell us, let me know what we need to do.
Okay, it's just picked up, pop in there, that's it.
Are they ready?
Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Service, please. Be careful with, be really careful with the shot glasses, yeah? It was a real pleasure. Thank you very much for letting me cook in your kitchen.
For dessert, Tom has made a white chocolate and coconut panna cotta, topped with a macadamia nut praline disc, and served with a white chocolate granita, fresh pineapple, fresh mango, and a Pinot Noir and orange sauce.
That white chocolate granita, it's very, very cold and very, very crisp, and somehow or another it seems to cleanse your palate. I think it's great.
I think the star of this show is the panna cotta with a praline on the top. I love the flavours in Tom's dessert, love them.
The coconut ice cream is just beautiful. I could eat it all day.
I like the ice cream coconut one. It's good.
The panna cotta was to die for. Very, very nice.
The wobbly thing. Creme brulee kind of. Yeah. Panna cotta. That was amazing. And the sauce that went with it, it was beautiful. Yeah. I want more.
That's nice.
We chose these three because we thought they'd be able to cope with what we threw at them, John, and they have stepped up to the mark. Tim today was absolutely inspired.
I thought it was a great, great dish, and the diners loved it.
It's a little bit like producing really high quality Renaissance paintings on an assembly line in a factory. That's the level of cooking it has to be.
Sarah started the task with a smile on her face, some confidence. She knew what she was doing and she delivered really good food.
It was very hard, extremely hard. I guess it's a learning curve, but I've smiled more and more, and I'm enjoying it more and more. That's why.
I think Tom ended that meal brilliantly. I thought his dessert was lovely.
It was just about real concentration today and making sure that I did everything in the right way to get the right effect. Loving it. Always ready for more of this.
There is no doubting these three guys are exceptional. But there's a task coming up that's very, very dear to my heart, and they're going to have to work really, really hard.
Next up, Sydney.
Tim, Tom and Sarah have already impressed one family in the rainforest, another on their wedding day, and now they must cook for one final family gathering.
We've got a special task for you today, very special task. John has created an exceptional three-course menu. And today, you are cooking his food for his friends and family here in Sydney. A special day for John Torode. He's nervous. You can't let yourselves down. You can't let John down.
"20 years ago, I left this country. 20 years ago, I left this country and went to England. The beginning of my working life started here in Australia. I did 4 years of apprenticeship. And there's plenty of people who influenced my life in food. And today, those people are coming for lunch. I've cooked these dishes many, many times before, but never, ever for these people. Yes, I'm very nervous. But at the same time, I trust these guys.
It is vital that I do well today. I don't want to disappoint John. I don't want to disappoint myself.
Well, this is equally exciting and terrifying. If it goes wrong today, that would be probably the worst possible challenge for me to screw up on.
There's going to be a lot of expectation, you know, and John's going to want to make sure that everything that goes out is absolutely on the money. So, yeah, I'm going to deliver today. I'm absolutely going to deliver today.
We don't have a huge amount of time. Tim, desserts, you're there. Tom, main course, you're there. Sarah, you're on starter. I think for me, this is the sort of start of their journey. I want them to understand that they can actually change their life if they do persist, if they keep on working hard.
Today's 3 courses will reflect John's 27 years as a chef.
I got to have to beat this.
Sarah is making a Thai crayfish omelette, a dish that John had on the menu in the first London restaurant he ran 16 years ago.
I love Thai street food, love it. And when I went to Thailand, there was a woman and she deep fried these 3 duck eggs in this massive wok. And it floated to the top, this egg raft, and then she put palm sugar over the top of it, wrapped it in newspaper, and it was amazing.
What's in my room? Oh my God.
A lot of work involved in that, a lot of hard work. She's going to have to knuckle down and she's going to have to wear a smile on her face. See this?
Yes.
Really important to me today.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? Don't let me down on this one. No. Big smile, please.
It's fairly complex. There's a lot of pages. So I always, as I do, have a little bit of a panic station. And then it makes sense to me.
To start, Sarah cooks the crayfish in a stock.
How pretty are they?
Yes, they are. Beautiful colour.
And uses the shells to make a bisque.
Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to smell it. It doesn't smell of seafood, it smells of carrots and tomatoes.
Yeah, so it needs
I don't want to smell of carrots and tomatoes, I want the smell of seafood.
Tom Tom's main is a dish inspired by the person who first taught John to cook when he was 6.
My nana, when I was a young kid, used to make amazing roast beef and cauliflower cheese. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
My nana was an extraordinary cook, and that's, I suppose, the first time I really started to cook properly. So that's where it comes from.
The dish comprises beef cheek cannelloni, a beef fillet,
All those three have to be exactly the same dimension.
Okay.
and braised beef cheeks.
I suppose my main concern is the beef cheeks, just to make sure that they're tender enough. I've made them before exactly the same way twice, and they've come out one time amazing and one time like pieces of rubber. You know, we need to do a good job, and we need to make sure that he's happy with what comes out. So, yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
Dessert today is for Tim. It's a classic.
The dessert is an homage to John's apprenticeship as a teenager.
A lot of the recipes that they're going to be using today, like how to make ice cream, for instance, was one of my first things I learned. And as an apprentice in my first year, one of the things I used to do was have to make soufflés.
Tim is making a vanilla toffee souffle, 2 ice creams, 1 vanilla and 1 toffee, a honeycomb and chocolate biscuit, and a chocolate sauce.
You're going to need every bloody minute, okay? Really huge. You've got a lot to do.
I don't really mind the dessert. I think I would have been equally stressed out with any course, to be honest, so.
We've had nearly an hour, guys, already.
My ice cream is setting slowly, very slowly, so I'm really nervous.
So today for lunch we have my dad. He was always in the kitchen cooking. He loved his food, loved to cook.
Doug, please sit down.
John seemed to take everything in. If you showed him how to do something, he could do it quite successfully without you being there the next time.
My Auntie Mary's here today because when I was 4, my mother died, and we moved away to live with my grandmother. So my Auntie Mary is here, I suppose, as, you know, a person who was a guardian growing up and representing both my mother and my grandmother.
I always thought he'd be a good chef, and he's a mighty chef. And he made pizza in my kitchen one day, and I had to get out. He had flour everywhere. God, I love him.
John Dench, he was the chef who, when I was in my 3rd year of my apprenticeship, took me on. 2 years of very, very fond memories. And John and I have kept in touch for 20 years.
Come in, you're John, you must be John. Please come in.
John was 17 when he came to us. From the outset, from the go-get, he wanted to be a great chef.
A great friend of mine today is also for lunch, a guy called Mike McInerney. I started working with Mike in London, funny enough. Great cook, and became a great mate.
You all right, Mike?
Great to see you. You know, I'm sure it's going to be emotional for him today, cooking not only with friends, but with family. You know, that's an amazing thing.
And of course, one of the most important people in my life right now, Mr. Greg Wallace. I've known Greg for 20 years, and if there's anybody who I'm scared about cooking lunch for today, it's Mr. Wallace.
Everyone's out there.
Are you okay?
No, you're not okay.
No, my ice cream's not setting, look. It's been there for an hour and a half.
Can I say, you can't actually get thrown out of the competition. Just relax. Just relax.
Thank you.
And how are they doing?
They're good, they're lovely.
I have never been in one of your kitchens as quiet and scary as this, ever. Are you sure you're okay?
Fine.
With half an hour until lunch, Sarah needs to get her marrons on the barbecue.
Just check it a second, because it's hot, but I'm not sure how hot it needs to be. It's a dead one, isn't it?
No.
Dead.
No way in the world.
No.
Right. Big fry pan, please. Quick. Get as hot as you possibly can. It's going to be fine. We're going to get there.
But being disappointed with it, but... Hey-ho.
Meanwhile, Tom checks on the beef cheeks.
Yeah, baby. Turn them over. And then put them back in again, half an hour. Yeah? Yep.
And makes a start on the cannelloni.
Kind of getting there. I think we've got a little way to go, but we're doing all right.
But Tim's vanilla ice cream is still not setting.
I'm really worried. Even if this sets in time, we've still got another batch to do, so it's really nerve-wracking.
Ice cream's still not setting.
I mean, it's not anywhere near set.
The machine is not working.
What are we going to do about this ice cream thing then?
We are going to serve it as an attractive milkshake.
Go for it then. That's a nice idea.
It's a ways away.
We are presently 20 minutes from service. We don't have a barbecue. Our ice cream is not set. We've got pasta there. The cheeks have still got to come out the oven. So yeah, we're up against it. Like, properly up against it. This menu's just got John's Road written all over it.
I'm really looking forward to having the omelette.
No, don't do that until you got the thing.
Yeah, beef is always acceptable, isn't it?
Actually, dessert sounds absolutely beautiful.
I expect the food to be top-notch. We've got the last 3 contestants here. If it's not top-notch, what are we doing?
It's now up to the finalists to serve a lunch that reflects a lifetime.
Swan-like exterior, and like a swan underneath the water, I'm paddling like mad. I'll be all right. I hope. That's exactly what you want. Absolutely wonderful.
The marrons are ready, and it's time for Sarah to start her omelettes.
In the middle, and then around the outside, right? Let's go come out now. Sarah.
I'm draining the oil.
Good. Careful, don't break it up, don't break it up. Here. Right.
Okay.
Fill it up, go for it. Be confident with it. Push, 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 push. Just drop that on top of there, like that.
Ah, it's a million bloody degrees.
It's hot, so I do it. Okay, we're done. Be careful. It's my mother's sister out there.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Enjoy.
Sarah has made a starter of deep-fried Thai omelette stuffed with crayfish, pea shoots and bean sprouts, and served with crayfish medallions, a char-grilled marron and a crayfish bisque.
Marron's beautiful.
Oh, its execution's fantastic. The lightness of the whole dish, but the lightness of the bisque is terrific.
What I was impressed with is actually the cooking of the crayfish medallions on top. It was absolutely perfect, so she's done very well.
I don't get a chance to eat marron very often, but that is just lovely and moist and soft.
Absolutely fantastic. Tastes different to my omelettes that I cook at home.
I think Sarah's done very, very well, because this isn't Sarah's typical food.
Apart from a little bit of stress to try and make it look good, I think we went okay.
Tom starts cooking the cannelloni.
Drop them in, sit and warm, that's it, perfect. But I think you've got to just check your sauce. It's too salty. Let's get these cannelloni sorted out and get from that. Get them all cut, ready to go. Get them all done first to go. That's very rare. Fine, I'm really happy about that. Let's go, mate, let's go, let's go. Two rares. You know who they've got to go to? Yep. Sir, thank you.
Tom Tom has cooked John's beef 3 ways, made up of a beef fillet, a square of braised beef cheek, and a beef cheek cannelloni, served with a cauliflower cheese puree and parsnip crisps.
The steak is just pull apart. That's just delicious. The cauliflower puree was really lovely too.
I could have cooked a little bit longer for me, but absolutely beautiful. And the sauce was wonderful.
The cheek is absolutely spot on. It's had the right amount of time and it's unctuous.
Tom's done well here because John loves his beef, and I love that sweetness of that parsnip as an accompaniment to the bigger, beefier flavours. Tom should be pleased with himself.
In a way, I think it really helped me actually today. I mean, pressure-wise, it was pressure, but it was the type of pressure that I like because I knew I had to do a good job, and I feel like I did.
Finally, it's Tim. With his ice cream now being served as a milkshake, the success of Tim's pudding rests on the soufflés.
Cut all the lumps up, cut the lumps up. That's it. Fine, 15 minutes.
Okay.
We have a real issue here. The soufflés are not cooking and we have a real issue. They've all just exploded. All of them.
Is it just a cosmetic issue?
No. They haven't worked. They're literally exploding. No, we've got no set ice cream. Exploding soufflés.
We're gonna have to serve it as it is.
You can't serve food that's no good, Tim. You literally can't.
Once again, Tim must try and save his dessert.
The soufflés were a complete failure. Plan B is make new soufflés.
Let's go. Don't feel bad about it. Let's just get on with it.
Let's just hope it works.
Fingers crossed. Be all right.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Be all right. All right. There's nothing we can do. Just gotta wait.
Ready? I don't think they're done.
Okay. The first two are. Yep, go. These two, go. Go. Go.
Hi.
Okay.
Sorry for the wait. I really appreciate your patience. There you go.
Tim has rescued the dessert by making a chocolate soufflé with toffee and vanilla milkshake, a honeycomb chocolate biscuit, and a dark chocolate sauce.
Beautiful. Chocolate just sets it all off.
Well, I'm a great fan of soufflés, so I've been looking forward to that all day, and I wasn't let down. The soufflé was lovely.
The soufflé's terrific. Great flavour, great consistency.
Lovely looking soufflé. I mean, that's beautiful. That is light and that's lovely. That ice cream, now that is just delicious flavour.
That was a disaster.
People think I use liquid nitrogen for show, which isn't true. One of the main reasons I use it, and that's because it makes ice cream fast. I really could have gone for some liquid nitrogen today.
The good thing is, Tim kept on going, and I admire that. He didn't stop, he kept on going. I'm really proud of him. Because when it's like that, it's just awful. It's awful.
Oh, Tim. Well, it's down to 2.
Stop it.
This is a bit weird.
Well, welcome back to Australia, John, and the food and the company has been excellent, and I'm just wondering if we can do it again tomorrow.
No. Cheers. No way. Thanks. Cheers. Cheers.
Big adventure, huge adventure, and I can't get the grin off my face. They've done it, they've achieved. We've brought them halfway around the world. We've given them things they never cooked before, an environment they've never seen before. They have done brilliant well.
I think these three are absolutely brilliant. How we're going to separate them, I have no idea. We have taken Sarah so far out of her comfort zone, no longer can she rely upon Italian food, and she's learnt so much more.
Australia has been an amazing experience. Very important from now on that I carry on performing at this kind of level. It's paramount, really, if I want to be the one.
Tom continues to surprise me. Whatever we throw at him, he just picks up the mantle and he goes with it.
I've loved Australia, I really, really have. I feel like I'm, really, really psyched up for this now. I feel like I'm maybe peaking at the right time.
Tim, the guy has tenacity. He's stuck with it. And a great cook needs tenacity. He's just always on it, thinking and trying harder and harder.
I'm not giving up. I still want to make great food. I still want to show John and Greg and show the world that I'm a good cook.
I think they are coming of age. I think they're probably ready for what we've got in store for them next.
Cheers, guys. Really well done. Great day. Really fantastic day. And because you have done such an amazing job here, we're going to send you to a place where there are 18,000 restaurants, where you will be working alongside some of the greatest chefs in the world. We are sending you to New York.
Oh my God.
Baby. New York.
Next time, New York.
I've never done anything in the same league as this.
Gotta be perfect, Sarah. Come on, my man, while it's still hot, huh?
All right.
All right, good, Tom. Let's step on it. The other dishes are up.
Then back for the ultimate dinner.
The toughest audience probably I'll ever have, that there can be no room for error. Start thinking like a professional cook.
It's a bit overwhelming, actually. Oh my God.
1.5 minutes, this meat's gonna be too dry.
If I have a look of fear in my eyes, it's because I actually am afraid.
I'm not doing it and I'm in a state.
Come on, Sarah. Come on, come on, come on.
You got one shot, you miss it, it's over.